With a very heavy heart that we start this week's episode after learning of the news of the passing of Kobe Bryant. He was an NBA great, a legend in the league, but he was really so much more than that to so many people. For a man I did not know personally, it was very hard for me to process why so many around me, why so many men were brought to tears, why I personally was brought to tears by hearing the news of the passing of Kobe Bryant at the age of 41. And it was a feeling of complicated emotions. And that's what Kobe was. He was complicated. His legacy was complicated. We saw him grow up before our very eyes. He came into the NBA at the age of 17 years old, and he played until he was 38. He played more, and he was in the public spotlight more than he had been alive. And to me, Kobe was somebody who gave more to us than he received, even after all the millions of dollars that he earned and after all that he accomplished, the 5 championships, the MVP. He was an incredible inspiration to so many beyond the basketball court. And in tribute to Kobe Bryant, I wanted to give you all the 3 things that Kobe Bryant taught me, and really the things that I think he taught all of us beyond the game of basketball, whether you knew him, whether you adored him as a Laker fan or just viewed from afar. The first thing that Kobe Bryant taught me was love. He taught me what love was. I think the love that Kobe had for basketball and the passion that he had for life applies in any situation. In love for a career, I wanted to do something and be something that I would love, that I could look back on and be proud of. And in relationships with family, with friends, Kobe Bryant really was a demonstration of what love is in this world, or what it should be, maybe more accurately. Kobe was on record saying he loved practice more than he loved the game. Kobe said that there was excitement in losing as much as there was excitement in winning, because you could learn more from the losing than you could learn in winning. In a society today where love is influenced by fairy tales, where everything is perfect, or swiping on filtered pictures to meet your match, it's all too often microwaved, it's too fabricated, it's too much of what is instant, and we love everything that is comfortable and that is easy and that is beautiful. Kobe loved the pain. He loved the enduring of the regular season. He loved enduring practice. He loved what he learned from losing. And it was very apparent in everything that he did. He poured his love into the game of basketball. And that was just phenomenal for me to watch and for me to absorb. And he taught me how to love. And that's very special that somebody could teach that in a game. The second thing that he taught me was that if you give everything, you can achieve anything. Doesn't mean you will achieve everything or you will achieve anything, but you can achieve anything. If you really give everything that you have, and not just a BS everything, I can go to sleep at night telling myself that I gave everything, and no, that's not a lie. And it was very apparent that Kobe did that. But if you can really do that, you can achieve anything. One of the most impactful things to this statement was the game that he played, his last game against the Utah Jazz. I watched that game and wasn't expecting much. Kobe's body was broken down. He could hardly practice anymore from the reports. His body just didn't have what his mind had anymore, and he admitted that. And he was averaging about 15 a game that season. He wasn't able to do very much. His team didn't mean very much. The game didn't mean anything. But I sat down and watched it. And it was one of the most memorable and influential moments to me in Kobe Bryant's career and in his life. 60 points at the age of 38 when he couldn't do it anymore. He just had nothing left to give. He gave everything in the last moment. He gave everything up into the last moment. And even though nobody would think that he would be able to achieve that, he did it. And I know, speaking for myself, at one of the darkest points in my life to this time. I thought, man, if 38-year-old Kobe can put up 60 points, I could do it. It's all right. Everything's going to be okay. And that's what sports does sometimes. It goes beyond the game. It goes far beyond what the surface level, what it seems. And Kobe was one of those guys. He gave everything, and it led him to accomplish anything that he set his mind to. He gave everything after his marriage went down a dark path after the incident in Colorado. He gave everything to his marriage. He said he loved the challenge. He loved the competition to make sure that his marriage was in trying to get it to the place that it needed to go, to reach the destination, and of just being a great parent and being a great spouse. And I really do believe in the end he did achieve that before he passed. And it was just the competitive spirit that he gave to everything that he did. He wanted to give everything that he had, and Kobe was one of the few men, few women, few anyone that walked this earth that really could go to bed at night and say, I gave everything. And it led him to accomplish almost anything that he set his mind to. And the third thing that Kobe taught me was that change is possible. Kobe came into the league. He came in a kid, 17 years old, and we saw him change before our very eyes. And anyone's going to change from the age of 17 to 41. But the change that he brought about was remarkable. He led me to believe that if I look in the mirror and I don't like this about myself, or I want to change this, or I want to do something different with my career, or I want to do something remarkable and just change anything. Kobe led me to believe, he made me believe that I could change. Kobe changed from kind of a punk kid who unfortunately got in trouble with the law by making a questionable decision. He changed into a champion. He then changed into a scoring champion, an MVP. And he changed from uncoachable under Phil Jackson to a delight to coach. And he changed from somebody who was more feared, and he became respected among his peers. And he changed his energy, his fierce competitiveness. He changed that from basketball. So many athletes walk away from the game and they don't know where to put their energy. They get just bogged down into depression or drugs or something negative. And Kobe took that energy, he put it into a positive thing, and he put it into being a father. He put it into being a movie director. He put it into being a community activist, and everything that he did. There's a story that he came out and directed traffic in his neighborhood when there was fog. He was not one to think that he was above anyone. At one point, he was aloof in his life, but it came to a time that he was truly one of the people and one of us, and he thought he was no better. He just wanted to give more. And he always felt, he said he felt that he got more, he received more than he ever gave. And for somebody who gave so much to us and who gave so much to the game of basketball, that's powerful. So Kobe, wherever you are, if you're listening to this, if you can hear this, thank you for all that you've given us. You were not only a great in the game of basketball, which you most certainly were, but you were one of the greatest to ever do this thing that we call life.